let's see another example of a stack. So let's see the problem. Okay, so problem is keys and rooms. So let's try to understand what is this problem, and we'll utilize data structure stack to implement this. So the problem says, there are n rooms from 0 to n minus 1, and all the rooms are locked except for room 0. So these are the rooms, like, and here we can see there are 4 rooms, and for index 0 this is unlocked and other rooms are locked. So your goal is visit all the rooms. However, you cannot enter a locked room without having its key. So without the key we cannot go to the second or third room here, or other rooms except the first room. So when you visit a room, you may find a set of distinct keys in it. Each key has a number on it denoting which room it unlocks, and you can take all of them with you to unlock the other rooms. So let's try to understand. We know that in index 0 this is unlocked, so we can get the key 1 and we can go to index 1, and from here we can get key 2, and we can go to the index 2 and we can unlock the room 3. We can get the 3 key here and we can come here, that is at index 3. So in this way all the rooms are visited, so we can return true here. And if you see another examples, we can come to the index 0, this is unlocked, we can get 1 and 3, and then we can get this key 1 and 3. We can go to the index 1, we can go to the index 3, and at index 1 we can get many keys 3 0 1. So we can go to the 3, we can go to the 0, we can go to 1, but the room 2 is still locked. So in this case we have to return false here. So how will you use a stack data structure? So I'm going to maintain 2 variables. One is the stack and one is the visited. So I'll create the boolean array for the size of these rooms. So if you take this room as example, we can say the size of this room is 4. So I will say that, okay, boolean 4, and for we know that the index 0 is already visited. So visited first index is visited, we can make it true. And we can also add this item in a stack, and we check that, okay, stack is not empty. So we know that we put something in a stack, so a stack is not empty. So we'll get the key 1 from the stack, and again utilize this 1, and we can check whether this is visited or not. And if it is not visited, then again we'll put this back to the stack. So in that way we can solve this problem. Let's try to code this and understand through the code. So first thing is I'm going to create a variable. It's a visited and it's a boolean, and make this size, the length of rooms, and for visited we can say that 0 is true. So we know that the first index, that's unlocked, so that's why we make it true. And I also add this index in a stack, so I need to create the stack. So let's import this container list, and using this list I can create the stack. So this is stack and list.new. Okay, so in a stack we can add push back 0. I'm just adding this 0 because that is that room is unlocked, so that's why I added there. And the next thing, let's have a loop for, and I'm checking if the stack is empty. If it is not empty, do something. And what will it do? We'll write the code and see. So like let's say for stack len not equal to 0. Of course it's not equal to 0 because we already put this index here, and then we'll get the item from the stack. So let's say element is a stack, and remove stack back. So we'll get that item here, we'll find we'll do the assertion and we'll get the item as a int, that index as a int. So that's a int and element int. So in this case, we added 0, so index has 0, so this index has a 0. Now next thing is, what will it do? Let's say like for this index, index is a 0, so if you go here at index 0, this is an array, so whatever we get, that's an array. So that means we want to iterate through the array, because we'll get the keys, list of the keys. So see here, like multiple keys, so iterate through that keys. Okay, so index 0, and this is the rooms. So from the rooms, so we got this index, so I'll put this index. Okay, so this is the v is a key. So now we'll check whether it's already visited or not. We'll get the key and go to that room, so that room is visited or not. So we have maintained the boolean array here. So I can check in this, if visited p equal to false. If it is false, then make it visited and add to the stack. Okay, so let's get true and also add this to a stack. So I'll add this to a stack. Okay, so in this way, we'll keep checking the items is not visited, and we'll make it visited. It'll go to the room, and in this way it will try to visit all the rooms, and it will maintain that flag in a visited array. So at the end, we'll come here, and first we'll say the return true, and we'll check if any room is unvisited, and if it is any room is unvisited, then return false. So I'm going to iterate this visited array. So visited, I'm checking if v is false, that means any room is false, then return false. So let's check this. Okay, so we need one more bracket here. For v rooms range, so we need to write the range. Okay, accepted. Let's try to submit. Okay, so that's good. Let's see the same logic in a Java. So I have already implemented that in a Java, so I can just go through quickly. Okay, so it's a similar concept in a Java also. I created a stack and then maintain a boolean array here for the size of rooms. First index is true because that's unlocked. I'll put that in a stack, and I'm also checking a stack is not empty, and then from the stack I will get first item, and I will utilize this item in rooms. So from the rooms, get all the keys, and then I'm checking, okay, the key is false, like it's not visited. So in that case, make it visited and also put to the stack, and at the end return true. And in this loop, we'll check if any room is unvisited, then return false. So that's all for today. Thank you.